all things ideal. All things ideal.
Hello, I'm Donna Herberger, owner of the Ideal You Weight Loss Center. Welcome to All Things Ideal. Today, you'll meet some of our successful dieters, hear their stories, and learn how the knowledge that they gained by being on our protocol made big impacts in their lives. So let's get started with All Things Ideal. Before Leah lost over 70 pounds on the Ideal You, she was experiencing rapid heartbeats. This was extremely scary for her, and she took this as a warning sign and joined the Ideal You. After successfully losing over 70 pounds, Leah now keeps up with her daughters, and she has become a great coach at the Ideal You.
I wasn't feeling well, and I was having chest pains, and I was thinking to myself I wasn't going to see my kids graduate from high school. What Ideal You gave me was the support, the accountability, a variety of different foods to choose from, but most of all, I felt a sense of well-being. At my highest weight, I was 213 pounds. I've since lost 75 pounds. It took me 7 months to get to my ideal weight, which was 65 pounds. I've since dropped another 10 pounds after that. People didn't recognize me any longer. They looked and they would do a double take and they would say, Leah, what happened to you? Where are you? I feel like a different person. My whole body used to ache and I thought that that was normal, and it wasn't. Feeling the way I feel now is what you're supposed to feel like. My kids would say, all of my friends want to know what you're doing and they want to know what's happening to you and how you're losing so much weight so quickly, and can they join? And it would make us all giggle, and they were all saying, Mrs. Lovelace, I think you look hot. Thanks to Ideal You, I jump out of bed, and I can jump out of bed, and I don't feel sore, and I don't feel pains and aches, and I love getting up and getting ready to go to work. I love getting up and getting ready to make coffee and getting breakfast ready for the children, and sometimes I even like to make breakfast for the husband. I do have new clothes, and I got to go shopping, and I do enjoy shopping, and I get to wear cuter clothes. I don't have to leave things untucked, and I can have fun with my clothes. Ideal You was so good to me, and I really wanted to help others in the same aspect that I was helped. I wanted to support others. I loved everything about the diet, and I just wanted to spread the word, and I wanted others to be to have the same accomplishments that I had, and I wanted them to feel as good as I did. So that was one of the reasons that I wanted to be part of the Ideal You crew. Thanks to Ideal You, my life is fun. I'm having fun again. I'm enjoying my life. I'm not cranky. I'm not achy, and I'm having the time of my life.
When Todd's very physical job became increasingly hard to do, Todd decided to get serious and lose some weight. Todd joined the Ideal You, and he exceeded his weight loss goal by 15 pounds, going from over 350 pounds to 185 in just 6 short months, losing an average of 5.5 pounds a week. Today, Todd is enjoying a much more active and fulfilling life with his wife, who, by the way, is also an Ideal You success story. So Todd, thank you for doing this. So I need to ask you, of course, did you always have a problem with your weight as a child and now as an adult? Has it always been an issue?
I've always had a weight issue. I've tried in the past to lose it on my own, lost a few pounds, and then put it back on. I got married 23 years ago and just put on about 6-7 pounds a year and ended up being at 341 pounds.
For your job, it's very physical. You're ripping up floors, you're installing new hardwood floors. So is your job easier now that you've lost weight?
It was just getting too hard to do my job. Bending over and lifting stuff, or go up a set of stairs with equipment, get winded, have to take a break. I hear the commercials on the radio for the Ideal You, and I decided to go check it out. And now that I've done it, it's a lot easier to move around and do my job.
So when you were on the program, you went to our West Seneca location every week. Did you enjoy the accountability, and if so, what did you like about it?
I was psyched about coming in, getting weighed in every week, seeing how much I've lost, and keeps me on track. It wasn't that tough because I had my mind set that I wanted to do this, and I was not going to cheat, and I didn't.
What have the reactions been when people, friends and family, see you who haven't seen you in a while?
Well, people running into me and haven't seen me for a while, their jaws drop. They don't even recognize who I am.
How is your wife doing? She's a member at the Ideal You.
My wife, Debbie, is down 132 pounds.
How has your life changed, little ways, big ways, since your weight loss?
The biggest thing, my marriage has gotten better. Because I didn't realize it before, but I was grumpy. And now I do more. We get along better. Even the kids noticed it. So I was like, wow, I'm softer spoken than I used to be. Before the Ideal You, I used to go all day without eating, come home and eat all night. And now me and my wife cook together, and it's a whole new lifestyle.
If you were on any medication before you lost the weight at the Ideal You, have you been able to come off any medication?
I saw my doctor before I joined, and the last time I was there for blood work, he was amazed at how much I have lost. Before the Ideal You, I was on high blood pressure medicine, and now I'm completely off that.
Now that you've lost the weight, do you feel younger?
When I weighed 341 pounds, it was hard to get out of bed in the morning. I'd have to sit up and sit there for 10 minutes, let everything loosen up, but now I could just put my feet on the floor and go. Working all day, get home, I didn't want to do nothing. Now I go home and do stuff in the yard, do projects around the house. I'm just constantly go, go, go.
So tell us about your clothes, your transformation. You used to be a 3XL and now you're a medium?
I had a pair of 38 jeans that were never worn before because I gained too much weight, and I went right back down through them the other direction and only wore them once, and now I gotta give those away too.
Do you remember what was the most weight you lost in a week when you were on the program?
The first week I was on the diet, I lost 13 pounds. Every single week I lost weight.
So you had a weight loss goal, and you not only met your goal, but tell us, did you go past that goal and lose more?
I not only got to my goal, I went 15 pounds beyond it.
Do you think since losing the weight, your self-esteem is better?
My self-esteem is way high. I feel good about myself.
All things ideal. Become your ideal you.
How long had it been that you had wanted to lose some weight?
I was always on a steady incline of gaining weight.
Now that you're at your goal, are you happy with yourself?
I look back on the entire year and I really do feel like a completely different person. I look at myself and I see a happier person.
Become your ideal you. With Ideal You, your healthy rapid weight loss center. Call 631-THIN.
Last year marked our 50th anniversary, which makes Capello the longest operating salon and spa in Western New York. Years of consistency, commitment to education, and dedicated staff allow us to deliver the highest quality services and best professional products available. We strive to provide a comfortable, clean, inviting atmosphere, and Capello has been repeatedly voted Best in Buffalo. Capello Salon and Spa, styling beautiful lives so you can look and feel your best.
Become your ideal you.
Scott, before you started our program, did you think it would work for you?
I knew it would work for me. I have tried other structured programs. I lost weight on them. I just always gained the weight back. I literally can't get over the change in how I looked when I started this program to how I look today.
Become your ideal you. With Ideal You, your healthy rapid weight loss center. Call 631-THIN.
Meet Dr. Racina, Medical Director at the Ideal You.
Everybody gets arthritis if you live long enough. If you weigh more than you should, you're going to get it sooner than later. By keeping the weight down, you're either going to minimize or you're going to reduce the chances of problems developing. It's a question of a lifestyle.
Become your ideal you with Ideal You, your healthy rapid weight loss center. Call 631-THIN. All things ideal.
Just as Todd and Deb have traveled through their life together as a married couple, they then traveled through their weight loss journey at the Ideal You. As proud as Todd is of his own accomplishments, he is equally proud of his beautiful wife Deb's 130-pound weight loss. Before you joined the Ideal You Weight Loss Center, did you have an aha moment or a moment where you said, I'm going to lose some weight?
I was very unhappy with myself. My self-esteem was very low. I was sore all the time. Carrying around that much weight is hard on your body. It was hard to do day-to-day things even around the house. And to get out of bed in the morning, it hurt. And Todd, my husband, actually said, you know what, I wanna lose weight. And I heard about this program, and you know, he had met you, and he said, I want to try it. And I said, okay. I said, because everything else that I've been trying for the past few years, and even before that, I go, is not working for me.
And you did the program with your husband, Todd, who also went to our West Seneca location, and he did great. Men always lose it a little bit faster than women. Was it frustrating for you the weeks that he lost more?
No, because I knew that going in, and our physical activity level is different. His job's very demanding. He's very active all day. I sit for a good part of my day. I'll tell you what, the weeks that, you know, was I think only one or two where I lost more than he did, that was good.
You lost 137.2 pounds, over 45% of your body weight. You lost a whole person. How do you feel?
I have a lot more energy, and I can stay awake longer. I can do more things. I'm more active.
Tell me what you liked about being on the program.
I enjoyed feeling better. I enjoyed, you appreciate the food more. You're more mindful as to what you're putting in your body. You're eating healthier. It was an easy process. It wasn't difficult at all.
When you went to your doctor, what did he or she say?
She was completely shocked. My doctor, when I walked in, I hadn't been to the doctor in about 8 months, and she came into the room and she looked at the computer, she looked at me, she looked at the computer again, and she's, what did you do? And she was so happy. And I said, I'm not done yet. Prior to the program, I was on some blood pressure medicine, and I was able to get that adjusted down. So it's nice, and I'm hoping to maybe get off of it someday. I'm almost there, but just not quite yet.
Being on our program, we have about 80 different varieties of food. Were you satisfied with the varieties of food?
It was a fantastic selection, whether you wanted something sweet or salty, so I never wanted for anything that was not on the program.
In your life in general, was there one thing that you could say changed the most? And if there was a big thing that changed, what was that?
The biggest change in my life has been my marriage and my family. We're not in a much better way. We're not grouchy because we're sore or miserable with ourselves. We're both happy. The kids see it, they're ecstatic. And with the program, it was something that we were doing together. We were being successful. We both felt good. We both held each other accountable. And we've taught each other different things with the cooking. And it's been wonderful. It's been a wonderful journey and a wonderful experience. And I would highly recommend it to anybody. I never want to be heavy like that again. I love how I feel. I like how I look, and I'm confident now where I wasn't before. My self-esteem is very high, and I'm happy.
Lori fought her weight even as a teen, and she never achieved success until she joined the Ideal You. The Ideal You protocol taught her how to manage her weight and still enjoy meals with her family, at home, and when going out for dinner. Lori's accomplishments have inspired many others to become their Ideal You.
Starting when I was 17, my mother took me to a diet center, and I'd lost a little bit of weight, and then over the years I put on the weight again, and then I'd lost it again, and it was just yo-yoing one diet after another. And I'd done this my whole life. So March 2nd, I actually came to the Ideal You and had my first consultation. So I thought, what's so different about this diet? But then week after week when I came in and I saw some of the other coaches, I was so amazed at how the weight just fell off and how I was never hungry and the food was good. And I was eating with my family in the evening, and I was able to go out to dinner and not be have something drawn to me as far as I was on a diet. I had lost 45 pounds then in 5 months' time. I reached my ideal weight the end of July. The Ideal You teaches you how to, certain foods, what not to eat together, how many grams of fat that you need per day, how many grams of protein that you need a day, and how many carbohydrates. And as we know already, carbohydrates is really what puts those pounds back on. My kids would always say, "Mom, your butt is shrinking." So that always made me feel good that they even noticed. And my husband, the same thing. He's always been supportive. He's loved me through thick and thin. And he, in fact, also did the Ideal You and had lost some weight after he had seen what I had done. I've been able to maintain it for over a year now, and I think that's what I'm most proud of and the happiest about, is that I am being able to maintain my weight.
In this week's Ideal Cooking segment, you'll learn how to make a quick and healthy meal that everyone will love. Now, off to the Ideal Kitchen.
All things ideal.
Welcome to our cooking segment at All Things Ideal, brought to you by the Ideal You Weight Loss Center. Today we are here with Chef Jeff LeVay, and he is the chef at Banchetti by Rizzo's Banquet Hall in Amherst, New York. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Got a real nice dish here today. We got a blackened red snapper we're going to be doing. Real simple, easy ingredients.
We like simple.
We got a nice piece of snapper. Now I found this right at the grocery store today. You can buy it fresh, buy it frozen. You are going to want to pat it down just to get any moisture out of it though. I got a little fresh thyme, some chopped garlic, ground onion, ground mustard, chili powder.
Okay.
Chili pepper, I'm sorry.
So it's going to have a little kick.
It's going to have just a little bit. That's the blackening. It's basically Cajun.
Okay.
You know, you can buy the pre-made seasoning, but I don't recommend it. It's worth the time to just get the simple ingredients yourself. Not putting all this black pepper in because that would be a little much. And a little, this is some sea salt. You're just going to want to kind of mush everything together.
And everything we're featuring on our cooking segments, folks, these are dishes that anyone can have, whether you're on our program or not, at the Ideal You. They're healthy, great for the family, or 2 or 4 people just to cook together. So.
Yep, so we're just going to take a little oil.
Is that olive oil?
It's olive oil, yes.
All right.
We're going to rub it on our fish. We're going to do both sides.
Now, the skin that we're seeing.
Yes.
You leave that.
Leave that right on.
You don't peel it off, and it's edible.
Not on this. It is edible, yes.
Okay.
Some people just don't care for it, and that's fine. In that way, you would want to, take it off. Now, typically, if you're using a cast iron skillet at home, you're not going to need much oil because it should be a nice seasoned pan to begin with. I'm just going to hit this with a very, very little amount of oil. It's a non-stick pan, but if you get it too wet, it's not going to blacken real nice.
Right. And we want to go easy on the olive oil because one thing I learned recently, it's got a lot of calories.
While that's cooking there, I have a nice little side dish that you're going to be preparing, and I'll talk you through.
Okay.
A ratatouille style vegetable. I got some yellow squash, zucchini, some garden fresh tomatoes, and some onion, and a little fresh basil and parsley that we're going to mix into it too.
Great.
Yep. So the same thing, we're going to start our pan
Heat
here.
that up
a little olive oil, and we're also going to get a little hit of garlic.
Olive oil is great, but I prefer grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil, a lot of people have never heard of it, but it gives you a little more of a buttery taste, and both are fine. So that's garlic?
It's pretty much a preference. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Wait for it to heat up.
Let that get a little crackle in there, and go ahead and just put everything in there.
I should put the seasonings on top.
Yep, that's going to go on with the vegetables at the end. Yep. So as you can see, we're not burning it. It is blackened fish, so we do want it to be black.
These veggies look great. So I saw you press that.
Yep.
As you cook something, whether it's chicken or fish, and it becomes more well done, it gets more
A lot
firm.
firmer. Yep.
So how many minutes should we cook this?
That's good. I'd say maybe 5 to 8 minutes altogether. So we got some sauteed leeks we're going to serve with this. I have a little oil in my frying pan here. We're just going to saute that real lightly. The olive oil or the grapeseed oil, whatever your preference is. So my fish is all cooked. Like I said, you finish it right in the pan. If you have a little thinner piece of fish, it's going to cook just fine in the pan. Just make sure it's done. Again, temp it. It should be able to be nice and flaky and ready to go. So we got the ratatouille here. And we're going to do this like we do it in the restaurant. We like to build everything up with height in the restaurant.
Okay.
It's kind of a meal to impress.
It's all about the presentation.
That's it. So we're going to take the vegetables, put it right on the bottom. Simply take the fish right across the top.
Nice.
So we're going to take our leeks. See how they kind of stand up? They're a little fried up and then around a little bit.
Beautiful.
Got a little brown, you got a little green, you got a little white there.
Wow.
And that's it. And there's always a little bit of a finish at the end, so I always just take a little bit of the oil.
Perfect. Jeff, this
Just give it a
looks
little
amazing.
drizzle right there.
Thanks for joining us on today's segment, brought to you by the Ideal You Weight Loss Center with Chef Jeff LeVay. This is a great dish you can make at home, healthy, easy. See you next time.
All things ideal. Become your ideal you.
What was your motivation for joining and wanting to lose some weight?
I had promised my children that I would not die from an obesity-related illness. And I said, what the heck are you doing? Being on this plan, my head is so clear, I'm happy with where I am at in life.
Become your ideal you. With Ideal You, your healthy rapid weight loss center. Call 631-THIN.
Last year marked our 50th anniversary, which makes Capello the longest operating salon and spa in Western New York. Years of consistency, commitment to education, and dedicated staff allow us to deliver the highest quality services and best professional products available. We strive to provide a comfortable, clean, inviting atmosphere, and Capello has been repeatedly voted Best in Buffalo. Capello Salon and Spa, styling beautiful lives so you can look and feel your best.
Become your ideal you.
I was not eating well. I was able to lose 25.4 pounds in 2 months, and it was not hard. I like to stay busy and active, and I have a dog. It's a whole lot easier for me to walk her 4 miles in the morning than it was with 25 extra pounds on me.
Become your ideal you. With Ideal You, your healthy rapid weight loss center. Call 631-THIN. All things ideal.
When Joan decided to lose weight, she never imagined how it was going to change her life. With being a very involved grandmother, Joan's life has become more active, happier, and healthier. After successfully losing over 130 pounds and keeping it off, Joan is now a coach with the Ideal You, and she helps others walk the path that she walked not too long ago.
Well, when I first started, I was 245 pounds, and I didn't feel good about myself at all. I didn't walk much because it was just to go a block down the street from my home would be exhausting. And when you get older, you use it as an excuse to say, I can't lose weight because I'm older, but that's not true. I lost consistently week after week after week until I lost 111 pounds. My husband went to the men's room at church a few weeks ago, and I went to the pew we normally sit in. And when he came down the aisle, went by the pew we were sitting in, sat in 2 pews in front of me, and I said to him, what are you doing? And he turned around and said, oh, I didn't recognize you. We've been married 45 years. But, you know, it seems like even more so now we can do more together as a couple than we could when I couldn't do anything really, because I was hampered by 245 pounds. There's a sign here at Ideal You, and it says 100% compliance, 100% results. 80% compliance, 0 results. Every week I read that sign. every single week that I came in. And every week after I read it and left her, I said, okay, we're going to be 100% compliant because I don't want 0 results. My granddaughter, who's 7, we do so much together now that before you'd have to sit back and let her go. And now it's the 2 of us together doing things, going for walks or playing at the playground or going to the fair and enjoying a whole day at the fair and not being exhausted after an hour or so. Or me sitting on a bench while she's riding on the rides. I'm riding on the bumper car too. It's just a different world now.
Having to take medications every day can be an additional burden for someone who is also looking to lose some weight. After reaching her goal, Christina not only feels better and looks better, but she was able to cut back on her medications. Christina enjoyed all of the positive feedback she received from friends and family because her transformation was easy to see.
I'm 24 and I have a thyroid condition, so losing weight for me was never an option. I've dealt with medications in my past, so I know how hard it is to get off of them. And from the diet, I was able to be taken off of them or decrease in the dosage, and I think that's really important, especially for me personally. I was a dancer, so I danced for about 15 years, but as I was gaining weight, I was losing the ability to dance for a long period of time. And they had like an alumni class at my dance studio here in Buffalo. So I went and I was able to keep up with everyone else for the first time in I don't know how long. When I go in a store, I'm so used to going to size 10 and size 12. And I remember when I first bought clothes that I went to the size 10. I was used to it, that's where I went. And I put a pair of jeans on and they just fell right off. So I went to 8s, they were too big. I went to 6s and it was like a glove. And I went home and I took all my size 10, size 12 jeans out of my drawer. I put them in a box and I donated them and I said, I'm never going back. I think the greatest reaction that I remember was my grandfather. Every time I would get over there, he would say, you're getting smaller. Like I'm seeing less and less of you. And I think that was great just because, I didn't think anyone was going to notice. I think that was my big thing. I actually feel like I have more energy than I've had in the last 10 years of my life. The energy thing is huge for me, and I feel like I have more self-confidence in myself than I did before.
Thanks for being with us on this edition of All Things Ideal. Join us again next time when we'll meet another group of people, hear their stories, and they will inspire you to become your ideal you. I'm Donna Herberger. We'll see you next time.
All things I